Okay, in this tutorial I want to show you briefly how blending modes work, or they're layer blending modes, and it's this little option right here. Most of the time we just set it to normal, but there are tons of options through here that might help us when we're creating something. So in this case I'm going to show you examples where I've got a different image on top. We also, again, this could be text or a shape or something. And then I'm also going to show you how, just with a duplicated layer, how you can make changes to the look of something using a blending mode. So I'm going to click on the dog, and I'm just going to go to I'm just going to choose one. So dissolve doesn't seem to do anything. What happens to darken? Okay, so notice that in darken, if I turn this back to normal, that basically all of the white areas sort of disappear, and it just leaves the dark areas, and even the tongue, which is lighter, is sort of see-through. And so again, you can sort of play with these. They all do slightly different things: multiply, color burn, overlay. And it might help. I'm going to go ahead and make this dog just to fill the screen so it maybe looks a little bit better instead of that box look. So this is one way that you can sort of get an idea of how things work. So notice the difference between overlay, which again sort of leaves the dog here, and it sort of blends the two together well. But when I go to screen, everything that's sort of whiter is staying, or this outside area, we don't really see the sunset at all, but inside the dog we do see the sunset. So again, these are just different options that you have available to you that you can sort of play with and see if there's something that you like or works as you're designing. And these are called blend modes or blending modes for your layers. So that's with the dog. Well, notice what happens if I do the same thing. These are both the same layer. Okay, this is an exact duplicate of the bottom layer. Well, even if I just do, let's try overlay. Notice how it changes the look of it. Okay, some of these it won't change it as much, but screen, again, if I turn this off, you can see that's what the original looks like, and this is the one with screen. Maybe lighter color, pin light. Some of these won't do a ton to it. Exclusion. Anyways, again, you can sort of play with these and sort of see what happens as you make changes. And some of them, if you like darken and lighten, are not doing anything. But when I choose screen, it makes it a little bit brighter, and when I choose overlay, it makes it a little bit darker. So there's some things that you can kind of play with just to try and get different effects using the blending modes.